All right, yes, sir. Daybreak Show, Rock City 101.9 FM. Time for the Citizens Forum this morning. Obviously, yes, it should be a matter of concern to everybody, for everybody, what happens around you in terms of how secured is your environment. So many disgusting reports about crime and criminality nowadays occurring. Well, we won't say the police are overwhelmed, but obviously there is need for everybody to cooperate, find a way of assisting the police in solving. When we say solve, I think it's better to detect early before that action is taken by those criminals. It's almost impossible for any nation, it's never happened, to entirely wipe away these criminal elements in the country. But early detection of crime and, of course, the ability to resolve it as soon as it happens is key to reducing the potency of crime in our environment. Yes, we'll be looking at issues around the community policing, criminality in our society. What are you doing as an individual? What are you doing as a community group? What are you doing as an elder, opinion molder, leader in that community before it gets to organized government, talking about local government, state, or the federal government? This should be our responsibility. Dele Ayodo is my name.
And I am Tobi Joseph. Also, we want to look at so many other issues surrounding the welfare of the Nigerian police. It is very important that we also take good care of those who are saddled responsibility of protecting lives and properties. Many times we don't look at this issue, or we don't take it very seriously, because we believe that it is their job, so they must do it. And so when a trigger happy cop, goes uh, ballistic on the highway, we begin to rationalize and say he has mental challenge. Sometimes that mental challenge or stress induced spur of the moment killing is a backlog of so many mental induced situations. Sometimes it could be the fact that he is not paid very well. It could be the fact that he cannot meet up his family obligations. So many other issues surrounding these expectations here and there that he cannot meet financially. It could be his lack of promotion. So these are all things that that are enveloped in the word welfare of an average policeman. It has never been heard before that policemen went on strike. At least in this dispensation, you can't you can't find policemen going on strike or issuing strike notices that they won't work for a particular period of time to press home their demands. The labor do this every time. Civil servants, doctors, and so many other professionals who do this to press home their demands. Well, policemen can't do this because of that responsibility. But in Lagos recently, they staged a protest, so to speak, not a street procession actually, but they protested against the deductions from the salaries and emolument. And I think that is a sign and a pointer that something must be done as a matter of urgency to quickly look at the direction of this security agents, so that we do not have a situation on our hands that will become too cumbersome to address. We'll be joining the Zonal Police Public Relations Officer, CSP, the newly promoted CSP, Dolapo Badmus. Of course, she's busy somewhere, but she will step aside and quickly attend to us this morning. And we'll be looking at all these issues. So security, just like Dele said, you recall the issue of the young man, Luke, that had two pupils to death dangerously, barbaric act in the school premises. Thank God the police have stepped up, and of course they've arrested a young man. It doesn't look like a mentally deranged man, as some have proposed or alleged that it must be someone suffering from a psychological or psychiatric issue. But that is one thing. It is becoming Uh, it is increasing. Yeah, talking about mindless killings, ritual killings, and so
Yeah,
many
sometimes
more.
we want to call it senseless.
Senseless, yes,
You
because you
begin,
can't understand it.
honestly, you look at why should
Somebody do this.
that kind of crime. And especially like Tobi said quickly, I also want to talk on those welfare. This is very important. I'm sure many of the policemen or police officers listening to us will be happy that we are delving into that.
Into
We're not
this,
leaving
yes.
them. Part of that protest on Monday, it was an expression, open expression of disappointment by
Yes.
this police. I think that's genuine. If you have a structure that works, I don't think they should query anybody. It's alarming to hear one of them, an inspector, says he earns 70,000 monthly, and from that 70,000, 20,000 was deducted.
Deducted.
Well, they blame it on what they call the independent personal payroll system. It's been on really, it's not new. I think they've been doing it, I heard of that, but for the fact that these policemen are now coming openly to express their disgust over this, would this affect their performance? It shouldn't. So of course, as part of the society, they should be part of those who should be placed on priority list of welfare of the society. We'll take this break, try and establish contact with Dolapo Badmus CSP, and then we'll be back. All right, yes, you are welcome back. Daybreak Show on Rock City 101.9 FM here in the city of Abeokuta, as promised, and lucky us. We have with us the the Public Relations Officer, Zone 2, that's Lagos and Ogun State Command of the Nigerian Police Force, Dolapo Badmus, CSP. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
First of all, let's join others to congratulate you on your promotion. Well
Thank
deserved.
you so much.
All right.
Yes.
Now, quickly, let's have your own position from your table. What actually is the real official position of crime? Some people out there believe is increasing. What pointer do you have to this or contrary to this?
Yeah, when you want to segment crime, there is what we call violent crimes and there is what we call non-violent crimes. And you will agree with me that late 2016 till early 2017, we had a lot of violent crimes like kidnapping, like robbery on the highways and waterways. But when the AIG in charge of Zone 2 came on board, AIG Adamu Ibrahim, he charged the officers that we should be able to surmount to the barest minimum, if not eradicating all these crimes. And we were able to move into action, and by the grace of God and dint of hard work, you can see that all of those are become things of the past right now. I do ask people, when last have you heard about kidnapping? You see, early 2017, you see the way kidnappers were moving into schools, moving into communities to, abduct people. But we've been able to put up strategy, and by the hard work of our men, the Lagos and Ogun command, we've been able to surmount all of that. And then there is no community that is actually free of crime. You will agree with me on that. But what security agents try to do is to bring it to barest minimum. And that we've been able to do within Lagos and Ogun State. And I think from my own angle, if I may tell you, we've achieved progress, and it's a remarkable one. That's how I can say it without any mindset of being sentimental.
Now, madam, we have the Zone 2 office of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad here in Ogun State. And often at times, many times on this program, we have complaints of overzealousness, high-handedness, or the part of police officers in that command. What do you want to say to this? How do you want to reassure the public on the activities
Oh
of the
yeah, I don't know what you are talking about right now because we have Special Anti-Robbery Squad of Ogun State, and the Zone 2 Command also have Zonal Intervention Squad in Obadauko, I think. So I don't know which one because
that's the one that's the one I'm talking. Hold on.
about the zonal.
Yeah, I'm talking about the zonal one at Obada, and specifically young men have reported that they are being harassed on allegation affront of being a Yahoo boy, the way they call it, and then they are
Well,
saying,
I will tell you that that zonal intervention squad you're talking about have been, you know, an incredible part of Zone 2 command achievement. That's the place that we actually got about, 29 vehicles recovered sometimes back, if you were able to cover it or you follow news. And that's the place that we have robbers, robbing highways. They were able to arrest them. So they've made a lot of impact in Zone 2. However, we cannot wish it away that there might be some excesses. I am not going to, just say they cannot have their own excesses. But we need to outweigh as the command. Does their excesses, does their misbehavior outweigh their good deeds? And to me, if you ask me, I think they've done a lot in that department to actually bring crime to the arrest minimum, both within Lagos and Ogun. But if they have any excess, if they have done anything we think is against anyone's human rights, we have a proper way where, our own zone can be, contacted and report specifically. I don't like when people generalize, because when there is too much generality, there is bound to be an atom of lies. If there is a specific case and then you want the zonal command to be aware of, please call us on 09071 5 into 6 places. That's 5 into 6 places. You will get us and talk to us.
so please repeat that number, please.
09071 and 5 into 6 places. That's 555555. You can get us on that. We also have our Instagram page. You can comment there. We also have our Facebook page. All is at Zone 2 Police. So if you have any excess from any policeman within Lagos and Ogun, you can get us there. We will deal with the cases, the case or cases decisively as the case may be. So I would like to tell the members of the public to continue to support the police. Their support has been tremendous, and we want it to continue. They should restore the trust in us, and we will act well and act accordingly. It will go a long way in community policing, in helping the concept of community policing.
All right, CSP, a few days ago, Governor Kiwumi Ambode led women, civil society groups, and of course so many activists on a walk to drive home the message that Lagos won't be home to women batterers and of course those who engage in domestic violence. Now, can you tell us what are the facts available to you that show that that is on the decline? And of course, those who experience such domestic violence or those who are victims of rape are becoming bolder to actually report these cases.
Well, I was opportune to be part of that work. We worked against any form of domestic and sexual violence. And I could remember the governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Kiwumi Ambode, mentioned the fact that he proposed 25 years jail term for anyone that raped. And the House of Assembly were also present. The Speaker was represented. And I'm glad it's coming, from the executive. The judiciary was represented there, and the legislative. And these are the ones that actually make laws and ensure that proper things are being done. I mean, when the executive proposed, the legislative works into action and pass it as a bill. And then the judiciary will actually, implement whatever they have passed. So they come together, and it's not because I'm a woman. I do tell everyone that I'm not a feminist, but I believe that there should be equal rights, for each and every one that has come to this world, whether you're a female or you're a meal. And it's a good thing that is coming at this time. I want to let you know that there has been an increase in reportage of such incidences. Before, nobody, will be able to come out to say, oh, I've just been raped, or that my husband has been beating me, or that my wife has been beating me. No one. But right now, people are so conscious of, reporting such cases. And in Lagos State, I think we have what we call domestic and sexual violence response team. And their duty is to follow up every case of domestic and sexual violence, whether rape, whether battery, whatever it is. And it can be. Also, right now in Lagos, we have 11 divisions. Now we have specially trained personnel, majority which are women. They've been trained to be above, but not to refer cases of battery as issues of husband and wife, not to refer cases of rapes as normal thing. So when they come to the stations, they bring it up and then they work on it. And I hope Opusset is also working towards achieving that. And by the time we have all of that in place, then any rapist, any batterer, we know that it is no longer business as usual, and they sit tight or face the wrath of the law.
Now, let's look at the welfare of officers of the Nigerian Police Force. This week, there were this report of officers protesting about a sudden absurd deduction in their salary. Would this not affect morale? Would this not affect the confidence and performance of these men at duty? And why do you think this is so?
Well, the first PRO, I think he has spoken that there wasn't any type of protest from any police officer concerning issue of salary. However, we've been clamoring that we do the work of security. We secure lives and property, and then we should be able to be well taken care of. I think the Inspector General of Police is is engaging or has been engaging the National Assembly, who are in the law, who are in the work of appropriating budgets to ensure that enough is being appropriated to the police. And secondly, I think he's also advocating for private sectors, individual organizations to also come together and not leave the welfare, the equipping of police, to federal government alone. It's a thing that we can all achieve together. Lagos State is practicing it. They have Lagos State Security Trust Fund, where each and everyone that wants to contribute to security in Lagos State goes to. And then if you check out in Lagos, you can see that, helping the security in totality, not necessarily the police alone. I think the army are gaining from it, the civil defense are gaining from it. You see neighborhood watch everywhere, they have their vehicles and every other thing. So I'm looking forward to a day in Nigeria that we will have this security fund, and people of good minds and good citizens of this country will donate to that fund to ensure that the police achieve its cause of proper policing and take its place of pride amongst Africa. If policemen go outside, they do gallantly well because everything is there for them to work, and then they come back with medals. And then, but here, a lot of times people blame us, and then they don't know that there are so many things that are behind the scene that might not allow our men to do as expected. But as we have been saying, we have embarked on training and retraining. We have always told them that with what you have now, you can see achieve a lot. And those are the cycle we are working on to make them conform to international standards of policing. And I'm so sure in no distance time, I think the basic problem we have is the trust of the members of the public. We don't have to lie about that. But gradually, the confidence and trust is being restored. And then when we get to a point where the police is the people and the people is the police, at that time we will be better for it.
Thank you very much, Dolapo Badmus. But before we let you go, one question, PPRO. Do you think officers of the Nigerian Police Force are well paid or well remunerated?
Well, to some extent, you all know it's out there. I will leave you to answer that question. But like I do tell each and everyone, police officers put their lives online to defend lives and property. You will hear story of policemen gone down when they have gone to, to secure lives and properties. You will say, how much can you pay, for someone how much can be enough for somebody that decides to place his life, you understand, in defense of another. Yeah, somebody will say, who sent you? Nobody sent you to join the police force. Do you understand? But at the same time, if you have joined, you have joined. I think improving the welfare of the police is highly needed. That's what I can say.
Okay, quickly, as a wrap up, now you've mentioned that many police officers die in line of duty, but they leave families behind, children, sons, daughters, wives, and sometimes those ones' dreams are usually shattered by the loss of this father and breadwinner of the family. Now, what happens is the Nigerian Police Force putting structures in place that can cater in the long term for these family members, not the usual visit the family and give them maybe 200,000 or 500,000.
Well, I will tell you that there is insurance for every police officer. But the question is that is it enough or not? It boils down to improving the welfare of the police. For every policeman that fell in line of duty or that fall in line of duty, there is an insurance cover. And then secondly, I think the leadership of the force have what we call scholarship for children of the police officers right now. And some through secondary school. I think they still stop at secondary school for now. And beyond can be taking care of the family member. But the question is, are these things enough? You understand? That's
Yes.
It boils down to the fact that let the welfare be improved. So
All right.
that's what I can say about that.
All right, thank you very much, CSP Dolapo Badmus. Thank you for
Thank you.
honoring us with your time.
We know you are very busy, but you can still just find a time to monitor because it's a live program. People will want to react, still ask questions. You can monitor either via WhatsApp, and if there's a need for you to reply, yes, you can do so via the different platform. Madam, thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much. If there is anything you think needs our urgent attention, please you can send a text message to that number or they do WhatsApp on our number that I have just dropped.
All right.
We are glad to all of it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that's it. That's the voice of Dolapo Badmus, CSP, the Police Public Relations Officer, Zone 2 Command. Zone 2 comprised Ogun and Lagos State Command. There, from the last issues we raised about welfare, the answer was diplomatic. She's leaving it to you to interpret whether they are being well paid, being well remunerated, either alive or dead or not. And of course, to her, officially, violent crime in terms of kidnapping in particular has reduced in the two states. She has also not run away from the fact that some of the police officers, especially those at the intervention force of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad of Badoko, may be overzealous in dealing with this Yahoo issue of the belt. To her, they've done tremendously well in the other areas of their assignment. Of course, for the protest too, well, expectedly, she said that did not happen, but the police authorities are aware of issues around that. We'll switch over the microphone to you to react to respond like we heard there. She will be monitoring, and if there are need for her to answer specific questions, she will do so. So we'll move over to you, 0809-8687-344 and 0909-146-9670.
You can also reach us via the short code 32120, or you have to just to type rock, leave a space, type your message, include your name, and send to 32120. You can also reach us on our social media platforms at Rock City FM. Rock City FM 11.9 is our fan page on Facebook. Just drop your comments. I will gladly read them. Let's take our first caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, we have you on. Good morning.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Dele, good morning. I am Kola Oluwadi. I'm calling from Batala. I want to start from the premises you started off this morning on community policing and how to secure our society. I want to say from this incident as you stop. For example, instead of the curate, or let me call it that, it has taken our society. The money incident as I've highlighted is a sad domain, and this is a bad taste in the mouth. That's why the issue, you throw up this relate their name. It shows the extent we should be our brother's keeper. And it needs to be sensitive.
Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, this Biodun Yegule. Hello?
You are on here. Your 2 minutes is counting, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Dele and Tobi.
Good morning.
This nation is very, very funny. How could a madman got chance into the school premise? But irrespective of his condition, he must be killed. Because I saw the two children. In fact, he had them mercilessly. I so much commend the Ogun State Police Commissioner in the name of Ahmed Eliasu. I heard in the news yesterday that he has ordered the case to be taken to the homicide station. So the man was killed.
All right, thank you, Mr. Very quickly, let me emphasize it. We are not looking at that act today. We will show you maybe next week we'll have an interview. We are working with the Ogun Command. They've always cooperated with us to get the voice and the story in detail. This morning, we are looking at community position and taking reactions from the interview with the zonal PRO, Dolapo Badmus. You can make reference, but the topic is not the Abigi incident. We'll get into that by the grace of God, most likely on Bangbalawa in detail next week. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Tobi.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Honorable Lanre Jaji Larije. I'm calling from the People's Parliament in Abedna. I listen to the woman. I mean, very vibrant, eloquent personality. But the truth of the matter is, I so much want to believe in community policing, but the idea of the community giving information to the police authority and the safety of such the divulge of such information and the idea of people wanting to make a complaint about what is really happening in the environment. Look at what we tackled the other time, NSAS, whatever, all these things needed to really be put into consideration. The orientation of the police force needed to really be changed. They need to really educate them that the people we are trying to be with are not animals. We are all human beings. They need to be very human with us. Even a criminal, until he or she is convicted, is still a suspect. So the idea of not wanting to be human with Nigerians is something that I don't want to really accept as far as I'm concerned. So the elders, the leaders, the authorities should please orientate these are people very well that they are within the human community and they should behave and make sure that they treat our people humanly. Good morning, have a pleasant day. God bless you people over there. God bless Nigeria.
All right. God bless you. Part of what Dolapo talked about is the welfare of the police officers. He also talked about the need to cooperate. He also talked about the Obada Oko annex of the anti-robbery squad. Hello, these are issues.
Hello?
Welcome reaction from. Good morning.
Good morning, Dele. Good morning, Tobi. Dr.
Good morning.
from Ashiro. The lady spoke very, very well. Eloquent. Fine. Fantastic. And I like her submission. That was very clear. One, let's start with the police welfare. Why should a policeman be attacked? Why are we building housing estates all over, but we are not building housing estates for policemen? I'm not calling police barracks. Why don't we have that? Is it that we don't have police? Why are they always in squalor? Go to Okelewo and see where they live. It's disgraceful. We must look into that before we extract anything from them. Number two, I've said it, and I've said it out. Until we adopt the death penalty for capital offenses for this country.
But that's what we have. It's not been abolished. Capital punishment has not been abolished in Nigeria.
I'm coming. We should disagree. Very well now. People came all over the country and some other America. That is a lie. We are not telling the truth. We are not exercising enough to the point America is exercising. And then people will know. You go into a house as you go and hack someone and they tell you that don't worry, you go and stay 3 days and then they tell you that it's life imprisonment. Tomorrow you come out and start praising and confessing it, just using it as sermon and in the church. Those are the people who increase criminality, who encourage it because I was in crime. I used to kill married women. I used to kill pregnant women. Now I'm born again. And then other people, demented people downstairs, think they can do the same thing. That is, we must stop all those things. That if you kill, you must go. You should not be allowed to come into the community anymore because you are contaminated. I don't believe some people have to live anyway. I don't believe it. If you believe that if you take another person's life so easily, you have no business being alive also.
Thank
so
you.
You can go and sort out yourself in heaven or in hell.
Thank you. Thank you.
We exercise death penalty here.
Thank you. Your 2 minutes is up. Thank you. In America, capital punishment is on the man who murdered the 17 children in the Florida school. Is the name Anthony Cruz also? He's been the prosecutors are asking for death penalty. So it's on in many states in the United States. Hello, morning.
Good morning, Mr. Dele.
Morning.
My name is Big Daddy from Ayodo.
Thank you.
Well, we bless God. You see, let's tell ourselves the truth. I want you to just see most of all these schools around. What you will see is a demand that is not less than 60, 70. In the name of being the demand, they cannot employ somebody competent who can give a statement. These are things happen. Or maybe people that use a flag to cross children from the distance. They always be Baba, no young boys. It's high time government supposed to tell them to employ a young man that can do something, even if he did not do it, and give a statement how things happen. Another one is school, Mr. Dele and Mr. Tobi. I know that the SARS there, they haven't harassed you people. The way you address is the way they're going to address you. So the only thing about those people that is doing it, that is they have a skeleton in their cupboard. They should be dressed like those people that is SARS. I never have I passed through where police here the other day. In fact, they went to me as if they know me. So I wonder why somebody will say because it's harassing them. They have something in them. Because killer concept has no accusation. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day too. Just one call for this segment. Hello, somebody. 32120 for short code messages. We check them out as soon as we return from the news break. Hello, good morning. Yes, you are on.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you, sir.
This is Alaji. This is Ojayenka from Abeokuta.
God bless you, sir.
I'm very happy with this discussion this morning. What affects everybody. And I think the job of security is everybody. And I think my own major interest and joy is the introduction of this interactive process between the police and the community in terms of community police. I think we need to do more on that. And I think that communities will be better secured. And I'm really interested because I have an experience in Abeokuta. Yeah, some of the police officers, especially the CPO, especially the one is doing a wonderful job. The man is very pragmatic and very, I think some element of trusting and he's really dealing with people properly because he has set up on 2 or 3 occasions. And I think he's really, and he told us that he's coming to his people. He was how to talk with people, meet the communities and the thing that I want to emphasize now is the mutual trust that is supposed to be between the police and the community. That somebody said before that information they should not go and divulge it and tell it somebody that is that won't be a particular center. I think this might be. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. We'll have to take this break for the national news. I tend to come up after that. We will return. It's good to know that you are still out there listening to Rock City 101.9 FM Daybreak Show Citizens Forum this morning. Earlier on, we had this interview with the Zone 2 PRO of the Nigerian Police, Dolapo Badmus, CSP, on the different crime situation in the zone. The zone comprised of Lagos and Ogun State Police Commands. Well, to her, officially, the rate of crime is going down. That's what she has in her records, especially when it has to do with issues of kidnapping. For the complaints coming, or complaints about the Zone 2 intervention, special intervention squad at Obada Oko. Well, she gave out that number 09071 for those of you who have agreed, who have genuine complaints. We're talking about the different complaints about zealousness and harassment of young men in the disguise of being a Yahoo boy. She said they would deal with that situation. She wants specifics, not just generalizing. Welfare of the Nigerian police, well, diplomatic response, but interpreting it means it is not enough. Dead or alive, she still need to do more to help the police. That's why she talked about the different police task force set up in Ogun and Lagos, and said more people, private, should move into that task force and assist the Nigerian police. Those were some of the issues raised by Dolapo Badmus, CSP. We'll go back to you, take calls, short messages, and of course, Facebook comments.
009868734409091469670. Good morning.
Morning, Dele.
Morning, morning.
Yes, my name is Tunde Omalaolu. I'm calling from Abeokuta. Yes, honestly, Dolapo Badmus spoke very well. In fact, she has made my day. They have always advocated for something like that, special duty, special allowance, for the police. I have been monitoring the police at the local level for quite some time now, and I can say clearly that not all of them are bad. We still have some godly, dedicated, good patriotic ones among them. So they are few. When these people display special skills and success in their bid, I think they should be motivated with some sort of special allowance to bring about healthy rivalry among them. We have some bad ones. These people should be way out. And when anytime they are caught, don't just give them time to, display that negativity to other people. So, some people that are operating at the local level, we are all stakeholders, not just one person. We are all stakeholders. We must be security conscious. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, thank you too. Hello, sir. Hello, somebody. Good morning. 090914696703212. Hello, somebody is there.
Hello, Uncle Dele.
Good morning, sir.
And Tobi, good morning.
Morning.
Sir, I like the way
Your name, sir.
My name is Peter from Adelawe.
Thank you, Peter.
I like the way the zonal PRO answered those questions diplomatically. But I would want to say, because I also work in a paramilitary agency, everything you have said this morning, sir, is quite true. And I have a sister working in the narcotic agency too, that the moment he moves them to the IPPIS of a thing, there is a drastic reduction in their salary. The truth of the matter is, if truly our men are not well remunerated and encouraged, how then would they have the goodwill and the mindset to defend this nation as a whole? That is my submission this morning. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you for lending your voice to the IPPI. That's the Independent Personal Pay Information System. Morning, you are on.
Hello, Dele and Tobi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Professor Samuel Tibushin.
Good morning, Prof.
We are talking about police. I was highly impressed by the performance of the police people at Ibadan for last week. My Android phone, iPhone was stolen from my car in front of my farm at Hijab. I reported to them on Friday last week with all the necessary details. You know, I was surprised. Under 24 hours, they tracked this phone and they came to me and didn't pay a dime. I have to comment one young man called Rocco Olusoya and the district crime officer, Shegun Dada. I was highly surprised that such a thing could be. You have that proper police in Nigeria. And I saw there are many others that we don't know. So we need to encourage the police. Some of them are bad, though. It's normal, it's natural, it's in any system. I was highly impressed. I got the phone back. I didn't pay the time. And it's true. I've come, I didn't pay. So the police will keep it off. And the bad eggs among them, we are praying for them to change their mind to become good. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. I like that. The bad ones among them will continue to pray for them to turn good. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Samuel Sabanet from Agbado. You see, the problem of police fighting from one another. One is the problem of unhealthy environment caused by the problem of inefficiency. Another one is the cultural factor. Take for instance, the membership of secret society are not supposed to be in police according to the our national constitution. Especially the newly constituted woman rights body in every police station. The secret society are people that always lack respect for the business of the masses. And when they have representative in that woman rights department, they will rubbish the aim of creating that department. So the police authorities should make sure that no membership of secret society should be found in this woman rights department for the interest of making our record clean for woman rights foundation's sake. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you. We'll take a call more, then move away to open the messages. Hello, somebody. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Dele.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Tobi.
Good morning.
Oh, my name is Olubenga, calling from Bodolube here in Abeokuta. I have to thank your station for keeping us informed when these pupils were hacked to death at Ayodo in the Jebu water site. And when this criminal insane man was found by the Nigerian police, we were duly informed. I wish other radio stations to emulate you. Not this to your ego, sir.
Thank you, sir.
City. Secondly, to go straight to my point, that everybody must be security conscious in this country. We don't have enough police who will be policing everybody everywhere in this country. The case of Ayodo, our teachers should also be security conscious. Even on our break time, they should be vigilant. What these pupils while playing and try to guide them. As it is done in this break time, they used to cut themselves with razor. Others used to fight each other at that break time. So, my kudos to the Nigerian police officers too. They should be rewarded. God bless Rock City. God bless Nigeria Police. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. I've been told that the place is called Ayodo. Those who hails from that place says it's called Ayodo. All right. Can we have messages, please?
All right, we have some tweets here, actually. Zachariah Olubayo says, can you please give us phone numbers to call? All right, talking about the line rolled out earlier by the CSP.
09071555555. That's the number.
All right, Zachariah, once again, on involvement of private sectors and police welfare, can this not lead to pocketing the police by the private sectors? All right, that's a question from Zachariah. Fatumbi Oladipo tweeted this: emergency phone lines of nearest police station should be placed at the entrance of each community. This will ease reportage.
How many communities have
Network.
no, even that official entry point where when you enter, you say okay.
Okay, the entrance. All right, Zechariah, once again, good. The welfare of police officers is very, very necessary for them to function better. All right, those are the tweets we have now. Keep tweeting at Rock City FM, and of course our Facebook fan page, Rock City 101.9 FM. You can also send your contributions as messages via the short code 32120. All right, more tweets just trickled in. Yemi Da Vinci says the simple solution to the problem of lack of welfare of the police is the creation of state police, in my own opinion. How will the IGP know the living conditions of Ibarra police barracks? Yemi Da Vinci once again, I've always believed that local government police should handle some level of vices like cultism, gangsterism, and domestic violence, while state police handle more violent crimes. Federal police should focus on fraud and interstate crimes. Leo Leshi Olarewaju says, if Nigerian police wants to carry out their truthful duty, they are going to do it perfectly. God bless the truthful Nigerian police. All right, thank you. Keep tweeting. We'll go back to the calls now. Hello, good morning.
You are on, sir. Good morning. You are on. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Dele.
Thank you, sir.
How are you? Mr. Tobi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. Yeah,
Go on with your comments, sir.
yes, I want to talk about welfare of the civilians. For example, when a female police officer wants to marry, the husband to be is subjected to training, and so they know it. But when it comes to the police, the matter of, I mean, a female officer wanting to marry a civilian, he is subjected to screening, swearing, and so on and so forth. But the case is the reverse. When a male officer wants to marry members of the public, nothing is done. He's just allowed to go ahead and marry like that. Why this discrimination? And about police uniform. Why can't they customize this uniform? So that it will just be found with Dick and Harry and armed robbers just using the armed robbers and kidnappers using the uniform anyhow. Thank you very much.
0909146970. Good morning.
Hello, good morning,
Thank you.
Dele.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, good morning, Tobi.
Good morning.
Yes, I am Wahid. I'm calling from Abeokuta. The case we are discussing about is very serious and, well, I wouldn't want to say sensitive this morning. Why? Because when there is no security, there will not be development. So that and there will be crisis, there will be ulabalu and some other things like that. Now, that is exactly what we are experiencing in Nigeria. Our government should pay a kind of premium on security. It's either you pay a kind of premium on security or you leave it. There's no half parties in security. It's either to pay serious attention to security or you don't pay it and face the full wrath of not paying what is it called? Attention to security. That is the level we find ourselves in the country. Don't come say something. And it's very, very important. That is motivation. We can see right now that we individuals will follow is our life. And we are having inferior material, inferior equipment to contend with. And that will not give you the opportunity of facing your challenges while doing your work. One will not commit, one will not be able to go on a suicide mission. You will rather find a way of running away from that assignment other than going there and see yourself. Security agencies need motivation. They need motivation. They need to be motivated. Give them equipment. 21st century equipment. We are talking, we can see our security agencies are battling with what is it called, 47. Whereas we should have gone beyond that. We should have gone beyond AK-47 right now. We should have made use of technology that we have now. See, someone that murdered, what is it called, the two children, the two pupils at Waterside, we are still in the age of looking for such persons annually. All the bush and all that. Commissioner of Police directed the DPO in that area to go and be searching for the criminal in the bush and all that. Where we can use technology to track such person down, to track that criminal down. So security agencies or security officers have to be motivated. If they are motivated, they will do their job. If they are given the necessary equipment to do their job, they will do it. They will do that. Is exactly what we should do. Creating another security agency like this will not solve the solution. If this is being created again, and the story is still the same thing.
Thank you, sir.
Will not do anything.
Thank
the
you.
existing one should be adequately funded.
Thank you. You have your 2 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
in 2017 are yet to receive their November 2017 monthly salary. Why is this? Okay, that is talking about the emoluments of police officers. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank
Yes,
you.
who's on the line?
Okay, I'd like you to recognize my name. I'm calling from Olomuri. Are you happy?
We
We
can
can
hear
hear
you
you.
clearly.
Okay. The issue of this security police in this country, we are not serious. We are not serious. Even the people don't complain about the police. The little we have now, you know how many are calling the governor and so on about the little we have. When each of them we have 300, 250, taking care of the governors and those others from it. And the rest to the 80% of them, 20% are about the common man. The common man on the street. Look at this and all these police want to cover. That is, look at this, you see that it's too much time for them. And then the get of fund, this funding, the local, the state, and they fund them. You see the idea of this police something, the idea of this police something, they fund them from their leader. Any month, anything you want to do, so you won't get down to the purpose, to the purpose where they want you to use for. And nobody can query them. Let's say they call. People, I do not want to, I cannot query them. Everyone cannot query them. Please, we need from the example of this incident happened at the water side. We see that the local hunters are the one helping them to fight out the man. Unless we have this, we need a state police. Hello?
Yes, your 2 minutes is up.
We need a state police. We need state police to
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This message. I believe in the neighborhood watch police. This is a way of curbing high crimes in the country. Our policemen are not well equipped with high technology to detect crimes and to defend themselves. In fact, the lives of our policemen are in great danger and risk due to this constant neglect. Alright, that's Engineer Joseph. Thank you for your message. 32120 is the shock on the back. Keep sending your messages. All you need to do is to tap
Somebody there?
ROCK, leave a space, type your message, and include your name. Our Twitter handle remains at Rock City FM. At Rock City FM. I'm a prisoner.
Hello? Hello, good morning. Okay. Another drop call. Don't worry. Just keep pressing those buttons. You're still on to the Citizens Forum on Daybreak Show. Yeah, okay.
Alright, you're welcome back. We are trying to actually check if anything could be done to salvage the network situation right here. But I think it's from the providers, so we want to apologize on their behalf. Sometimes it happens like that. So don't be deterred. Keep calling the studio lines 0809 868 7344 and 0909 146 9670. We're looking at the Nigerian police, security in general, and of course the welfare of those who are saddled with our responsibility of protecting lives and property. A lot of people get through to the studio, and of course the line just goes dead. We're sorry, we want to apologize on your behalf. You know, some are already frustrated with this. And let's see if this will get through. Hello?
Okay, another drop to one. Somebody else is lucky, I think. Are you lucky? Well, don't worry, like we said, it's the network. Just keep pressing it. We're also frantically trying from our end here to see what can be done to remedy the situation. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Tobi
Okay.
from Abeokuta. I want to ask the officers here because there is disparity in the payment of salaries of police officers and civilian counterparts compared to what they pay in other states like Lagos, Edo, Oyo, their salary is far bigger than what they pay in Ogun State, despite the fact that we are in the same grade level and the same state. I don't know what is responsible for that.
So I don't understand. Are you talking of police officers, comparing them in these states, or police officers and other public servants?
Yeah, police officers' salary and even the civilian workers with the police. There are disparities in the payment of salaries from one state to the other.
I see. Okay. All right. Hello. Hello, morning. You could also be lucky. 0909146967.
I can call them group of Boy Scouts. You need to see a neighborhood policeman in USA. Is equipped with so many electronic gadgets and sophisticated equipment. However, Nigeria should start from somewhere. God bless Nigeria. Well,
Okay, I think we have somebody. Yes, morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Hello, morning. Oh, dear me.
all right, we lost that one too. We'll just wrap it up with the streets and call it a day on the show this morning. Nigeria is a poor country. We don't have enough police personnel for our population. And the small number we have, we can't take care of them very well, nor equip them effectively. We should find better ways to reduce our population.
To reduce our population.
Our population. All right. Thank you for your tweets, Yemi Da Vinci. Thank you so much for keeping faith with us despite the network challenge this morning. We appreciate you. But like the CSP said, and of course those who contributed on the show, it is very important that we all play our role in securing our environment. Don't be negligent when you see any untoward activity, suspecting any move by anybody, any stranger in your locality. Please quickly call the control rooms of the Nigerian. Don't forget the PPRO was also here talking about the command. He was here recently and he dropped the control numbers 0808 and you also have 0807 0808 rather 1770419. So the difference is 0416 and 0419. Those are the control room numbers of the Nigerian Police Force Open Command. Please make efforts to quickly report any incident in your environment. Thank you so much for being part of the show. I am Tobi Joseph.
And tomorrow is the open day, so that's another opportunity for us to get engaged in the discussions. Dele, Ayodo is my name. I say God bless you all. God bless Nigeria and God bless Rock City.